Hi everyone, it's Donna here from Donna's Creative Corner, and today all I have for you is a few bodices, as I promised in my video last weekend. I have three. The first one, bodice number one, is a cream colored bodice. Let me make sure I'm all the way out. I am. It is cream with embroidered appliques and iridescent sequins. These sequins are quite iridescent. They're catching the light really well and reflecting color. It's long sleeve. I'm going to kind of just pan first, and then I'll come down and show you the detail. The top part here. This whole part is on tulle, so you'll be able to get this off pretty easily. Oh, I have to say my usual disclaimer when talking about when I'm selling bodices. More likely than not, the bodice, the appliques that are on a bodice, you can't remove them from the satin. You need to fussy cut around them, and I believe that is the case with the three I have today. Because the stitching that holds the beads on goes all the way through the satin. That's why. If you do remove them, you will lose the beadwork. I will put a link down below to a video that Liz Benavides did. That was a great tutorial on how to dismantle a bodice like this. So with that being said, let me finish panning here. It comes down to the bottom. Almost all the time I leave the zipper on the bodice in case you want to reuse that. It does have long sleeves that are partially on tulle. This is from the 80s style, 80s, early 90s style with the puffy sleeves. Each sleeve has a bow on it and comes down. There are appliques. The bottom part is all on tulle, so you'll be able to remove that one easily. So let me come down so you can see the detail on the beadwork on here. Got the part up here that's on tulle. You can see the sequins catching the light. There are some rice beads on here, some pearl beads. And then it comes down to the bottom here. And then the sleeves, you have the appliques all around this this tulle part at the top. And there's your bow. I sold some of these bows this past weekend in a bundle from this dress. There's two more. And then this bottom part is, well, no, it's not all on tulle. It's like the top part, it's half on tulle and half on satin. And you've got the satin cover buttons there. And let me turn it over. There isn't as much on the back. You've got some around the neckline. You've got the whole satin cover buttons going all the way down, so you have a lot of those with this one. The appliques on the back don't have any beads or sequins on them. They're just regular appliques, so you'll be able to take these off altogether. You'll be able to seam pick those off. So this is bodice number one. I am asking $8 for this one. These prices don't include shipping. Bodice number two is white. This one's very pretty. I sold some trim pieces, or did I sell some trim for this one? I can't remember. Anyway, it has clear sequins, pearl beads, and some rice beads in with the appliques. There is a slight discoloration in this area here. It looks a little bit different color from the rest. These have let me pan. There are no sleeves on this one, so it's just the bodice. This very top part is on tulle. And the appliques are all over this one, and it comes down to this medallion at the bottom. These center, there's two of these center medallions. They're very heavily beaded. This one is embroidered. This one is almost looks like a Venice lace applique underneath. So you will be able to, and the appliques on this one are fairly well spaced, so you will be able to cut around the appliques on this one and use them that way. Got that. We've got another one of those medallions in the center up here. And then you've got individual ones almost all the way around this one. Pretty flowers. And at the neckline there's kind of like a thin trim going around the neckline that's scalloped. And on the back, the top part is all on tulle, so you'll be able to easily cut around those. You've got your satin covered buttons going all the way down. You've got more at the bottom here. This one, the zipper was broken, so I just cut it off. You've got all kinds of appliques on this one. These at the top are heavily beaded. Along the side. So this one is bodice number 2. I am asking $12 for this one. And finally, bodice number 3 is gorgeous. Hold on, let me get it situated here. It is heavily beaded. It weighs just under the weight for first class, so I will be able to send this first class if this is the only bodice you buy. I'm going to pan down. This top part here is on tulle, and the sleeves. This one has long sleeves. This one is this one's a cream, I think. Yeah, this one's a cream. Has clear sequins, and it comes down to this piece hanging off the bottom here. Let me come down so you can see the beadwork on this one. Very pretty, very heavily beaded. Sequins are really catching the light. You would think they were iridescent, but they're not. They're clear sequins. We've got this little piece down here, little medallion. Got a big medallion up here. All up the sides. Heavily beaded. Look at that flower there. That's pretty. Almost looks like a clover. Coming all the way up the sides. You're in the shoulder part here. This is all on tulle. And then you have your long sleeves, and the long sleeves are all on tulle, so you'll be able to easily cut around those to get them off. That's pretty. Got this big applique coming down to the bottom of the sleeve. No, this one has a snap closure. There's no satin covered buttons on the sleeves. And then on the back, you have these rows of beads that cascade down, so you'll have all kinds of beads to use. A few satin covered buttons at the top. The whole back is open, and then there's some appliques coming down the sides here, and a few coming around the back, to the back at the bottom. Very, very pretty. Heavily beaded. This one is bodice number 3, and I am asking $17 for this one. And that's all I have for today. This coming weekend, I'm going to be having more doily sets available. I have some new ones in, and some more that you've seen before, and I have some that I had sold out previously, and I have some more of. So stay tuned for that this weekend. If you're interested in any of these bodices, the instructions on how to order are down below. Send me an email. As they sell out, I will mark them sold down below. Thanks, and bye for now.